Right now, you're using one of the most powerful tools humans have ever developed without even thinking about it. Language, the ability to take a thought inside your head and turn it into sound that another person can instantly understand. But this incredible ability didn't always exist. For a huge portion of human history, our ancestors had no spoken language at all. No words for danger, no way to warn each other precisely, no way to share complex ideas beyond simple gestures, grunts, and pointing. Imagine trying to explain something urgent, a predator nearby, a source of food, a warning about danger, using nothing but hand movements and sounds. Communication was slow, limited, and often led to dangerous misunderstandings. So how exactly did humans go from simple grunts and gestures to the incredibly complex, structured language we use today? It turns out, the answer involves changes in our bodies, our brains, and thousands of years of trial and error. The first major change happened inside the body itself. Over time, the human voice box gradually shifted into a lower position in the throat compared to other primates. This small anatomical change created much more space above it, allowing for a far wider range of controllable sounds than any other animal could produce. At the same time, areas of the brain associated with fine motor control and complex processing began developing more specialized regions, some of which we now associate directly with language and speech. This wasn't an overnight transformation. It likely took hundreds of thousands of years of small changes, generation after generation, before humans could produce anything resembling structured speech. But even a handful of distinct, reliable sounds was a massive upgrade compared to gestures alone. Suddenly, an idea could be shared instantly, clearly and safely, even in complete darkness, or across a distance where hand signals were useless. Slowly, individual sounds stopped being random and started becoming consistent. If a specific sound was always used for a specific animal or a specific danger, everyone in the group began to associate that sound with that exact meaning. This is essentially how the very first words were born, not invented all at once, but repeated so consistently over time that their meaning became fixed and shared. Children growing up simply absorbed these sounds naturally, learning them the same way children learn language today, through constant repetition and imitation. Eventually, early humans began combining simple sounds together to express more complex ideas, describing not just a single object, but relationships between objects, actions, and events. This was a genuine turning point. Language allowed humans to talk about things that weren't even physically present: past events, future plans, warnings about dangers no one could currently see. That single capability changed absolutely everything about how humans could cooperate, plan, and survive together. Once humans could truly talk to one another, nearly every part of daily life improved. Hunting became far more coordinated, with groups able to plan complex strategies and communicate precise instructions in the moment. Knowledge could be passed down more accurately, with elders explaining detailed skills rather than relying on imperfect imitation alone. Groups could plan for the future together, discussing when to move camp, how to prepare for changing seasons, or how to share limited resources fairly. Language even allowed different groups of humans to interact more peacefully, replacing dangerous misunderstandings with actual negotiation and mutual understanding. Perhaps most importantly, language allowed communities to grow larger and more connected than ever before, since trust and cooperation could now be built and maintained through conversation, storytelling, and shared history. What began as a simple survival tool had quietly become the foundation for something even bigger: human culture itself. That same ability to turn thought into sound, born out of necessity tens of thousands of years ago, is still the foundation of nearly everything we do today. Teaching, connecting, sharing ideas across the entire world. Every conversation you've ever had traces back to those first simple sounds, repeated patiently until they finally meant something. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you in the next one.